Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to learn how to manage our positive pay exceptions for ACH and check items. Now when you very first get into positive pay, you are going to be brought to this dashboard. This is going to show you all of the information, and this is where you will navigate to look at your exception items. So we are going to have ACH positive pay. This will be for ACH debits. So we are going to see our total ACH debits that are trying to process through the account that day, the items we currently have set to pay, which is $500, and the items that we currently have set to return, which is $60,183.64. Now to view these items and the exceptions, all you're going to need to do is click into this, and this is going to bring up all of the transactions that are going through. So we currently have 44 items that are trying to process through. Now the very first item we are going to see, this is an item that we are paying through, and if we do want to return it, we can hit this return option. Now all these other items, these are items that are set to return and that need to be reviewed. So what we can do is we can click this little drop down arrow. This is going to show us more information about the ACH file. It's going to show us which account it's trying to process out of, the transaction ID, the trace number, the company ID, and right here is going to be the company name that came with it. Now, if we want to add this to our approved list, so in the future this item automatically goes through, or if we don't want to do business with this company and we want to add it to our block list automatically, we have these options right here. You can go ahead and click the add list, and it'll automatically fill all the information, and you can set an end date if you want to. Now, the max amount, this will force the system review any amount over that 768. So if you don't want to have an amount here, you do not have to enter anything here. Then if you want to set a frequency to how often this thing can go through, you can do so as well. We are not going to go do that. We will go through the approved and block list manually in a different video. For today, we are just going to learn how to review these items. So if we want to pay through this item, all we need to do is hit that pay option right here. Now this debit will be paid through, and if we go back to our dashboard by going to the change module button and hitting dashboard, it is going to update the items that are set to pay to $1,268 and subtract that amount from the set to return. Now for ACH credits, it's going to be the exact same thing as we viewed at. It's going to show you the ACH files. We are able to add it to our approved and our block list, and we can also decide if we want to accept the transaction, which we can go ahead and do. Will be the exact same thing. Now we are going to view at check items. So if we scroll down to here, we are going to see our check positive pay. It is going to, of course, show us how much we currently have set to pay and everything we have set to return. Now, if we go to our exceptions, it's going to show us all the transactions that are trying to process through. Now, we do have items that are trying to pay through, and we do have items that are trying to return through. So if we go through this item, the item is currently set to return. It's going to tell us our exception reason, and it does not look like this item was on file. It's also going to tell us our item number, the original amount, and if we click the item number here, it will show you the item. It's going to show you the check that image that processed through. Now, if we do want to pay this item through, we can hit this pay option, and once you do, it will show you the check image as well to confirm that you are wanting to pay this check through, and it's going to give you the reason. And we can go ahead and hit confirm. Now that item is paying through. Then we have other items that are like this. So this one is an amount discrepancy. So item number 205 was a check item that we did upload in positive pay, but it's trying to process through a different amount. As we can see, we said it was going to pay through for $5. This check is for $99,000, so this is something we don't want to pay through because that's not how we actually issued the check, so we can leave it as returned. Now that is all we have for reviewing items, returning items, adding things from the return menu to the block list in today's video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.